You want to be seen as powerful, right? Respected, confident. But for that to happen, your words have to match your ambition. The great news is this isn't some personality trait you're either born with or you're not. It's a set of skills you can actually learn. So in this explainer, we're going to break down 5 critical shifts that will completely change how people see you. Let's get into it.
So what is it? What's the secret sauce? What really separates that person who commands attention the second they start talking from the person who has amazing ideas but just keeps getting overlooked? It's a super frustrating problem, isn't it? But what if I told you the answer is way simpler than you think, and it has absolutely nothing to do with being the loudest person in the room?
The answer really comes down to mastering 5, just 5, specific communication skills. And listen, we're not talking about big, theatrical, over-the-top gestures. No, these are the subtle but incredibly powerful shifts that leaders use, a lot of times without even realizing it, to command respect.
Okay, so here's our roadmap. We're going to hit 5 key skills: speaking to lead, putting logic over emotion, communicating with authority, asking way better questions, and, yeah, the art of knowing when to stop talking. Then we'll pull it all together at the end. Ready? Let's dive into skill number 1. The first skill is a massive mindset shift. You have to stop speaking just to be liked and start speaking to lead. This really means seeing yourself as a leader right now, even if it's not in your job title yet. It's about owning your presence, owning your point of view. Because let's be honest, if you don't sound certain, nobody else is going to believe you. And this slide just shows it perfectly. The shift from sounding uncertain to giving clear direction. The key is all in your language. Using little qualifiers like I think or I feel like, they just instantly drain your confidence. So instead of saying, I think we should maybe try this, you state directly, the best path forward is this. You hear the difference? You're not asking for permission anymore. You're providing direction. This quote just nails it. By taking yourself out of the equation, I think, I feel, and just stating what you see as an observation, you frame your opinion as a fact. It's such a simple little tweak, but it has a massive impact on how credible you sound. Okay, let's move on to skill number 2, because this builds right on top of the last one. You have to prioritize logic over emotion. And this is so crucial, because the second you get emotionally reactive in a professional setting, you completely torpedo your own intelligence and authority. I just love this phrase. It's blunt, but it is so true. When emotions run high, logic just takes a nosedive. The most effective leaders are absolute masters at pulling the emotion out of a situation so they can make clear, logical decisions. They just don't let feelings cloud the data. So how do you actually do this when things get heated? Well, a great mental model is this blade of grass analogy. When faced with pressure, most people act like a toothpick. They get rigid, they get hard, and then boom, they snap. A leader, on the other hand, is like a blade of grass. They're flexible and resilient. They let the pressure, the emotion, the data just flow past them. They stay flexible, absorb it all without getting rigid, and then they bounce right back with a logical response. All right, skill number 3. Once you're grounded in logic, then you can communicate with real authority. And this isn't about talking more, not at all. It's about making your words count. This is the secret weapon to get people to stop talking over you and actually start listening. So, here's the crucial point. Before you walk into any meeting, any important conversation, you have to ask yourself one question. What is my target? Why are you even in that room? What impact do you want to have? Just knowing your objective before you even walk in the door gives you this incredible clarity and authority. So here's the process. First, know your target. Second, have an actual point of view on the topic. Third, participate with purpose. And number 4, this last one is a total power move. If you realize you have nothing to add, a true leader knows their time is better spent somewhere else. They have the confidence to actually leave a meeting where they can't add value. On to number 4. You have to become a master of strategic questions. See, leadership isn't about having all the answers. That's a huge misconception. It's about knowing how to ask the right questions to uncover the answers. Just look at these examples. You can see the shift in quality immediately. What do you think? That's so vague. What data supports this decision? Now that's strategic. How's it going? Gets you a one-word answer. What's the biggest challenge you're facing? Gets you to the real problem. It's a simple rule. The quality of your questions determines the quality of your results. Think of it like you're trying to untangle a really knotted up necklace.
Your job as a leader isn't to just yank on it and make it worse, it's to look at the knot and ask the strategic questions that help you figure out which one thread to pull so the whole thing becomes clear. You're a professional problem solver, and questions are your #1 tool. And finally, skill number 5, and this is one that so many people get wrong, you have to stop oversharing. Over-explaining everything is a massive sign that you are not confident in your own message. True authority comes from being direct and being concise. Think of it like this. Over-explaining is like being on an airplane that just keeps circling the airport but never, ever lands. It just goes around and around and around, restating the same point from a different angle. It makes everybody listening uncomfortable, and it just screams insecurity. Land the plane, say what you need to say, and then just stop. Now, landing the plane isn't just about being concise. It's also about projecting confidence. And that's physical too. I mean, just watch successful people. They sit up straight, their shoulders are back, they project their voice, they're not fidgeting, they make direct eye contact. Their body language actually matches the authority in their words. So go on. Right now, throw your shoulders back, sit up a little taller. I promise you'll immediately look and feel more confident. So let's bring all of this home. If you can truly master these 5 skills, I guarantee you will communicate more effectively than 99% of the people out there. Here they are one last time. Speak to lead, not just to be liked. Use logic, not knee-jerk emotion. Show up with clear authority by knowing your target. Ask powerful, strategic questions. And finally, stop oversharing and land the plane. So I'll leave you with this question. The confident, respected, future version of you, they don't communicate like that. So looking at this list, what's the one thing you're going to fix first? Just pick one and start today.